Okay, so I'm sitting here editing my video this morning, and of course, while I'm editing, I'm watching YouTube or listening to it at any rate, and I hear this.
For tomorrow's video, last year I did a video on growing your own sweet potato slips, and I was a bit late getting that.
Sweet potato slips. Sweet potato slips. So, I'm right on time. I always feel like I'm so far behind, but if he's talking about it, and he said he's trying to get it done early, then I'm right on track. I'm sorry, my grandson loves to chatter. When I start talking, he starts talking. But let's hear what else he says, and I'm trying not to copyright anybody.
It was like the end of March. And sweet potatoes take a couple of months to get the slips going and rooted, and so they really need to be started now. And
that's what I'm doing. I'm showing the basic steps on how to get your sweet potatoes to grow slips. And I hope you just all watch my video, and please watch his. Their channel is called Next Level Gardening, and he used to be California Garden TV. That's what threw me off, but he changed the name. But at any rate, hey, there's so many of us out there with our YouTube channels going. He's been around for a while, and he's got a great following. I can only hope that I can get half the following that some of these other YouTube content creators have. Stay tuned, keep watching, and enjoy. Hi, welcome back to the channel. Hey, do me a favor, don't throw away that old sweet potato. Keep watching me, and I'll show you how to turn that into some great slips that can be planted in your garden and turned into a great crop of sweet potatoes. So I had to walk my sweet potato vine outside. Is it getting really long? I brought it outside, and I had the water filled up yesterday, but apparently it's evaporated. So we're just going to give it a nice little transplant so it can have some more room to grow. Yes, good. That has a lot more water. The roots can go down instead of being wrapped around each other. That looks better. It's ready to actually go in the ground soon. Finally addressing the box that used to be my strawberry patch. I didn't take care of them very well last year. We all know, if you've watched my other videos, that I took a year off from gardening because of some family things I needed to deal with. I do not like the gap on the corners, so I'm going to attempt to adjust them in. I gotta go down and get my mallet. I pulled all the soil from down around the sides and piled it in the middle, so it'll be a little less things to fight with. Let me go get my mallet and see if my thought will work. Well, it's not perfect, but it's a big improvement. I lost about an inch and a half, maybe 2 inches, but I don't care. As long as the corners are butted up a lot better than they were. Now, time to put the peat moss in and mix it, because this is pure compost, I believe. Yeah. It's good soil. Whatever I plant here, which is going to be the potatoes, should do well. And I'm going to put I got one of those composite deck pieces,
It's supposed to be a raised bed. You can make it into a circle. I think I'm going to put it in the middle so it can be even deeper, and then plant some other things around it. Not sure yet. I'll figure it out.
Here's my soil all ready to go. It's been amended with some peat moss, and it's mostly compost, so it's very fertile, has all the nutrients that these little babies right here need. These are my slips, and they're ready to go. Look at the roots on those. Look at the vining. I got them in the ground, and basically we just nurture them and wait. They're growing well. I also had planted some regular potatoes here too. I hope this isn't confusing, because this is the second set of slips that started growing from that same sweet potato. Now let's take a look at the progress. They're doing well. So far so good. And here's more progress on that second round of slips. Wow, look at everything flourishing now. Since the first set of slips were already in the ground and established, I used this set to show exactly how to separate them from the potato and get them ready to plant out. Okay, so basically this is the sweet potato plant with all the sweet potato with all the slips and the roots. This one's pretty root bound because I always started in this little shallow dish, just to have it. But there are some that are below the water line, and this one is above the water line. This one's going to need to be put in a separate thing of water, and you just basically find a good spot and you just pull it off. The roots are all tangled up. That's why I'm about to put them in a deeper water so that they can, and I'm not left-handed as well with this. I just usually get my thumb in there and work it out. Find where it starts. Get your thumb in there and work it out. That's 3, 4, and 5 that were below the water. And I usually separate them now, but they're really tangled, so I'm just going to put them in the water so that they can get loosened up. And same for this one that's going above. Just take it out and take off a couple of the bottom leaves, because you don't want too many leaves in the water, just like with any other plant. And where you take those leaves off, it will send out roots through those spots, pretty much like a tomato. Maybe one more. Okay, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 joints plus the bottom where it can start making some more roots out. I'm going to leave them outside. Since they started outside, they stay outside. It's going to need a little more water. Oops, let's move this out of the way. I'm going to need a little more water just so that those can be submerged. Well, let's see. Move it around. Get them down in there.
And I'm still going to put some more water in, bring it up close to the top, and just give them a few more days to do what they do, and then they'll be ready to go in the ground. And those are your slips to start your sweet potato plants in your garden or in a container.
I sold these slips on Facebook Marketplace, which later I would really regret, because I think a week later, all the slips that I had planted in my garden and the potatoes, the regular white potatoes, had been eaten down to the ground by a groundhog. I'm so devastated. I could have planted these out and tried to have a second crop. Oh well, I'll just have to try it again this year. Good luck to you all, and please like and subscribe. Have a great day.